Hi everyone, it's the Tides Changing here, and welcome to part 3 of Let's Renovate Oakenstead. Before moving around to the backyard, there were a few things that I wanted to add to the sides. First of all, a bunch of you said that I should add some seating areas with benches on both sides of the house, so I'm thinking for this side we can have a little seating area over here right in front of this tree. I think that would be a really good spot for that. So let's go pick out what we want to use in here. Thinking, oh, we could go with the bench it came with Get Together. Yeah, this one's really pretty. So I'll just get it right up next to that rock. And also, Alicia said that I should add in a Birdbath, so we could also have one of those next to it. And I think the original color, yeah, I like the original color, so I'll actually stick with that. Oh, we could even have one of these chairs next to it. Perhaps the chair on one side and then the Birdbath on the other. I don't think they added in another Birdbath. Oh yeah, they did add in another Birdbath with Get Together. That's what that is, right? Yeah. Yeah, since we used the Get Together benches, it might be best to go with that. Or actually, I'm actually not so sure about putting a Birdbath in right here. Like, it just doesn't really look quite right here next to those benches, I guess, because it's so much taller than it. Even the other one. So what I can do is just have another chair on this side, and then I'll be sure to put a Birdbath somewhere in the backyard. I think it'll fit into the backyard a lot better. I don't think the chairs are the same kind of color as the bench though, so let me see if I can fix that, or if there is the same kind of, maybe it was already on the same thing. Oh yeah, it looks like it is, even though it looks kind of different. Oh wait, I think this is... Okay, yeah, that's actually matching. This doesn't have the same one, it looks like, unfortunately. But we'll just stick with that. I think it looks pretty nice. And then now we need to get a path going up to it. For right here, going with just a simple dirt path going up to it might be best, just to make it look a little bit more natural. So we just create the look of slightly worn grass going up to it. And then I feel like now that we have these benches in front of it, we do need a little bit more in the way of flowers right behind the tree. So we can go with some of these, maybe some more bushes. Okay, let's get to where the tree... Okay, let's have it go out a little bit more around the back. Okay, I think that's good for that. Perhaps one of these. And then another bush over on the other side. Alright, I think that's a nice little seating area. And then I'll just leave underneath the rest of the trees like that. Okay, so now there's a little bit more going on over on that side, although I do want to get rid of... I just want to make the dirt a little bit more subtle right here. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better now. So going over to this side, a couple of you said that it would be really nice to have a bench facing towards the river, so I think right in front of this willow tree would be a really good spot for that. Because I think if you had it just out in the middle, like in here, it would just look kind of weird. So it just looks better when you have it in front of a tree. So we'll just go with the same bench we used before in this color so that we have the chairs that match it. Because I want to do the same thing with the chairs again because I did really like how that looked over on the other side. Or, you know, maybe over here we could just have the bench. Yeah, let's just have the bench over here. Keep it a little bit simpler. I don't think we need any other decorations behind it. And then I'll just add a little bit of dirt underneath it, just as if it was worn from people moving their feet a little bit as they sit here. Okay, let's get a look at what you see from the bench. Okay, yeah, that's a nice view. So we can keep that. I think that's all good as far as the seating areas. Also, Amber and Joey said that to break up the hedge fence some, I should try putting the fence that was used around the front in the corners. So I just wanted to get a look at how that looks. I guess we can... No, let's not do that right there. We'll just keep it at the very corners. And, yeah, we can see how this looks once all the landscaping and everything is done. I think this does look pretty good, so that was a good idea. Okay, whoops. Okay, that's all done. And lastly, Swiftly Simmer and Wallace25 said that I should try replacing these bushes with more colorful ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I also realized after finishing up the last part that I forgot to do the whole overlapping the other kind of ivy with this one thing that I did on the other side. So I'm just gonna do that, I believe. Yeah, I used the white over there, so let's see if we can... Okay, yeah, let's stick with that for right there, and then I suppose up here we can just stick with the regular size. No, I don't think we need to overlap that one, then we just get another one in right here. Okay, I think that's good. And another thing that I realized I should do is size this bottom one here up one more time. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Okay, that's all done. So now we can finally move around to the back side of the house. And the first thing I wanted to do was take this deck and then extend it out like this. I know I said something in the first part about not changing the shapes of the decks, but I was more so meaning these ones here. But I think it's fine to make this one a little bit bigger. It just looked kind of out of place before, so I think it'll look a lot better like this. And I do believe there's a few of you who brought up that I should extend this deck a little bit in the first part. Okay, I think that looks fine. I'm not sure if I want to put anything above it. I was thinking about doing a trellis kind of a thing, like what I did in my Let's Build a Factory House series, if any of you remember that. But I'm not sure how that would look over such a big area, so I'm just going to leave it empty for now and then revisit it once more of the backyard is done. The next thing I want to do in the yard is put in the pool. Because I feel like it'd be easier to just put the pool in and then shape the rest of the yard around it. So we can get a nice, decent sized pool in here. Okay, where to place this? So I am thinking that I'm going to end up keeping this gazebo that's right here. So we can have it centered in front of it. I don't even know if this is centered right now. I think that's centered. I'm pretty sure that is. It looks like it is. Let's see, we got 1, 2 over here, 1, 2 over here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is centered in front of that. And then we can just have it come over this way. Let's bring it in 1 tile. Yeah, bring it like that. I think that's a good enough size pool. I really am missing the curved pools from The Sims 3 though, because you could do some really cool things. I mean, we have diagonal, but that's just not as cool as curved. I was kind of thinking we could do, well, this is bringing it out further than I said I wanted to before, but okay, no, okay, never mind. I was trying to do some like octagonal thing on the end of this, but no, we'll just keep it a simple rectangular pool. But yeah, if we had curved pools, there's definitely some cooler things that I could do with this. Well, sorry, just trying to sort out my thoughts here on what I want to do. Something I did just think is that on the very ends of it, we could do this. Just to add a little bit more pizzazz to the shape. Actually, let's bring this in too, and then I'm just gonna move the whole pool down one, rather than trying to move that shape in and then having weird things happen with it. And then we'll do the same thing over here, so at least this will make the shape look a little bit more interesting than just a rectangle. And we'll get you here. We don't have the only diving boards we have are this. But I don't know if that diving board really fits in. I'm really wishing that we had just the smaller diving boards. But yeah, okay, I think that shape's good. Let's get some lights in here. I think that's about center. I don't know. I feel like I try to place the lights like at even intervals, but sometimes I'm not so good about it. I don't really end up getting them spaced evenly. But let's move. I think if we move that down, that should be about even. Okay, yeah, they look fine. So let's just move on. Stick some more here. More. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick them on the diagonal bits right here. Okay, you need to be moved up, and that whole thing's done. Alright, so we can put in one of these fancy things at the bottom of the pool. Okay, never mind. I don't know if I want to go with a decal on the bottom of the pool. We could do a giant turtle. Nah, I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm just not gonna bother with that. And I suppose we can also try out another wall color for the pool. I normally don't end up changing it because I'm actually fine with how the original wall for the pool looks, but we could do something a little bit different. So that's at least something different than what it comes with. moving along, the next thing I wanted to do is do the whole paving around the pool. So I'm just going to continue the brick, and what I was thinking was that I could use the brick paving to connect the gates to the pool, and then this to the pool, and then for everything else in the yard that needs a path going to it, I'll use something else. So there's some variety as far as pavements that are used in here. So first I want to figure out the connection between here. We could do this kind of curved thing like this, and then just have plants up against the house between it. I think that always looks nice. Yeah, this is the thing I really like about using the terrain paint instead of just using the actual flooring. It just looks, you can just make more interesting shapes with it. Okay, how are we gonna go around this? Well, so we can come around it. Actually, maybe here for the very back we want to actually go square. Yeah, I think that'd be best, just to keep a straight line back behind here, and then we could also have perhaps some plants and trees right behind the pool. I think that could look really nice. Probably get to fix this up a little bit after I'm done with it though. And I did decide that I will be keeping the gazebo because it does look pretty nice, but I'll change some things on it to make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, and then from here I wanted to have it curve a little bit. And I want to make sure, I guess we'll still have some room over there for the movie screen. Okay, let's fill you in. Okay, I think that's good. And let's also connect this over here to that. Alright, I think that looks fine. And then we can bring this on over as well. And then just make it meet a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer where it meets. Hopefully things are looking a little bit better after tweaking the terrain paint some, but I also think it would make it look a little bit better if I changed up some of the coloring with the pool. So let's try the white walls and floors. And there was also another watercolor type that came with Get Together that may make this. Oh yeah, I think this. Yeah, I think that actually makes it look a lot nicer. And I think it'll come together a little bit more once we actually get some landscaping in, because it just looks sort of odd now with just the terrain paint in here. But yeah, we could definitely, it could definitely be improved on. I think it was due to the landscaping. Also wanted to fix the coloring with this, and let's border it with the same thing we used that was used up here. Does that look better? I think that. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. We could even try. Okay, yeah, I think that one looks better. And I might also need to change some of the coloring with this. So it looks like they had a blue thing going. So I could just go back to the blue. Also, I'm not really sure what to put up here. I was thinking either this could be outdoor dining, or we could have a hot tub here, because I really do want to have a hot tub somewhere. And we could also have a hot tub on the deck, but then I was thinking the deck could be a grill and eating area, and then here could be a hot tub. But we'll figure that out. We'll come to that. So now we have the pool in here. Let's get, okay, not these. Let's get some more of the oak and willow trees back here. I'll move that. Let's put it here. And then, actually, no, we have Okay, let's do an oak tree here and then a willow tree on that side, since we don't have a willow tree over on that side of the house. So we can just have you here, and then you can go right here. Maybe, yeah, move you down a little bit. I think this could also come in a little bit as well. Yeah. Right there looks good. And another one over here in this corner. Do need to make it so it doesn't intersect the gazebo, though. Ah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Turn this one a little bit. I don't know why lately... Well, actually, for a while now, when I go to turn trees, they just go off the lot. That just... It did... The game didn't used to do that, and then all of a sudden, it just started doing that. It's kind of annoying. But I think it's starting to come together a little bit more, and I want there to be... I don't want there to end up being too many flowers, though. Okay. So... how am I going to do the rest of this landscaping? Well, let's get... While I'm figuring that out, let's try to position these how I want them. So we could have the movie screen in between these two trees. I guess it's fine if they intersect a little bit. So I think that could fit right in here. We could have a little... We could have a stone path going up to it. Okay, that position looks fine. I want to see if we had a different... Oh, okay, cool. So we can have different colored lanterns on each of the trees. Yeah, we'll stick with that one for that. And then, actually, I'm going to get the movie screen now. So I'm thinking I can finish the outside next part, hopefully. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take me more than 2 parts to finish this backyard. Okay, so there's our projector screen. We can get some more plants and such behind it. Kind of have the lanterns hanging down, so... I think that's looking nice. I think the trees are really really helping this to start to come together. You know what? Back here, let's have... Okay, not this one. Let's have just the regular oak tree back here behind the pool. I think it would look really pretty if the oak tree kind of extended over the pool a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks nice. And then a couple of hawthorn trees near the house might also be another good touch. Just something... Or maybe I shouldn't, because we've already got, what, like 6 trees in the backyard, so... Okay, never mind. I think that's enough trees. We don't need that. We'll just leave it as just this. That's enough trees. But what I want to do now is furnish this and this, and in the next part, I'll probably do the landscaping. Because I'm more in a mood to furnish the decks than to do the landscaping right now, so I'll just hold that off until the next part. And then next part will definitely be the last part that I work on the outside in. So then after that, we can finally move on to the interior, and I believe this would be the best one. Yeah, we definitely want to go with the nicer one for here. Not so sure about... Ooh, I like how that looks, but... now I'm not so sure about the blue theme we had going on with this, because nothing else has that. So I'm just going to go change the colors of all this junk really quickly. Okay, we'll just do all white for everything. Does this even... Oh, this doesn't even... Okay, well, let's do that. Yeah. That works. I'm surprised this doesn't have just an all white coloring for it. But that's not a problem. I think this still looks fine. And we still have the spandrels to change, I believe. I don't think these had an all white coloring either. Okay, yeah, they don't. Let's see how the... Yeah, we'll go with that. It ties in with the black on the shutters. Or we could even... okay, never mind. That looks better with this. Oh, and we also didn't change the foundation on this either. Oh, that helped. I think that made it look a little bit better. Okay, so we got our hot tub. What else do we want to add into here? What would look best near the hot tub? I'm thinking some towels might look good. So I wanted to see if any of the towel racks would look good around here. Oh, there we go. This may not work out quite as I'd hoped it would, because it's kind of going through the railing a little bit, but you know, from the front, when you're looking at it like this, it actually looks fine. So we're just gonna do this. I just thought this would be something kind of cool to do to make it look like there's some towels just draped over the railing, even if it doesn't exactly look like that. So we can get some different colors going on here. Like we go with that one. No, I like that coloring. And a red. Yeah, I think that looks neat. Don't really need too much else in here, so yeah, this will be the hot tub area. And on the deck, I'll just have, that's where I'll have the eating area, and then out on the patio right in front of the pool. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, maybe some seating or something like that. And then I still do have to figure out the landscaping. Because I definitely, I don't want to make it where it's just everything is filled in with plants. I feel like that'd be ridiculous. So if you all have any ideas on what to do for the landscaping that you'd like to share, I'd love to hear that. And then I'll also think before the next part about what exactly I want to do with that. But I think this is good enough for there. We can just leave it at that. Okay, so moving over here, I don't really like the trash can, but we'll just plop it in the corner right there. And then I definitely want to get a grill and get a table. Definitely would be good to use the one that came with, what was it, Perfect Patio stuff? You can also use this really nice grill as well. Okay, let's stick that there. I think that color's fine. Where was... There it is. Oh, we could also put out that umbrella that came with Get Together. I really do like that thing. It just works so well for decks. Because before that, if you wanted to get the look of an umbrella with a table like this, you had to intersect a table with an umbrella with it, but you don't have to do that anymore. And I'll just leave it as the white so that way it doesn't blend in with the wood too much. And then let's go find that umbrella, which was... I'm pretty sure it was in this category. Yeah, here it is. I think behind it would be good because you probably don't want to block the view of the yard with this umbrella. Yeah, so we will just do that and go with a, ooh, I kind of like the look of the bright green. We also have red. Might be good to go with the red. It does look nice with the house. Kind of stands out a little bit since the house has very neutral colors on it. I think we do need to move it like that. Okay, no, it's kind of, yeah, the chair's on top of it. That doesn't really work. Okay, we'll just scoot it back like that, and then what else to put up here? Garden hose would probably be good to put right here, so we'll just stick that there. Having some plants out on the decks might also look nice, and then we do have this cute little bunny decoration that we could just have right here next to the door. And I need to figure out something else to do with that trash can, because it's really an eyesore out on this deck, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to move that somewhere else. But let's find a plant that works for out here. There was the one that came with Perfect Patio stuff that looked like the tree. Oh, and then we also have this one from Movie Hangout stuff, which that might be a little bit too big, but then again, it also does look sort of cool, actually. Oh, I like it as the red, so that kind of ties in with the red on there. Okay, you know, let's try that out. Let's stick with it. And then for over in this corner, we could just size this one up, stick it here, and just put one of these in next to it. We'll just go with green, so that's something different. Alright, I think that deck's just about done. Oh, it might also be good to take one of the Perfect Patio stuff lamps and put that in the center of the table since there's nothing there. Yeah, okay, so that'll help light it up a little bit. I think that's enough stuff out there for now, and then as far as the trash can goes, we could have it around, and it still looks kind of tacky in the front, but at least if you have it right here, it just looks like the trash was brought out to the curb for trash pickup day or something like that. So maybe that, yeah, I think that looks a little bit better than just having it in the corner on this deck. Maybe we could also add in an outdoor, or a rug underneath the table. Just something to spice this up a little bit. I wanted to see how this one would look underneath it. How is that? I think it makes it look a little bit more decorated. Yeah, it breaks up the flooring some and makes it look a little bit more decorated, so we can just keep that in there for now. But I'm not sure that I really want to keep that, and then I feel like there needs to be something over in this corner, but I'm not quite sure what to put there. Like, all I'm thinking right now is more plants, but I feel like more plants probably wouldn't be a good thing, so That's another thing I'll just figure out next time. Because I do tend to do that when I build, where I'll get stuck on a certain thing I'm working on, so then I just move on to something else and then come back to it when I actually have an idea as to what to do. Oh, let's put this in this corner right here. And I want to see if there's a brown, yeah, I want to see if there's a more brown colored base. Also wanted to add in another one of these because I really do like how this looks. And then instead of a coffee table, for right here, we could throw one of these just kind of like a foot cushion you can prop your feet up on. I don't really want to go with, yeah, let's just go with a simple white color for right here. Or there is the plain blue. Nah, I'll stick with the white. Could also have another kind of chair in the corner here. I think I used this one. Yeah, I used this one around the front, so we can just have another one of these in here. Okay, I think that looks nice. Don't think we really need too much more over there in that area. Perhaps another plant next to it would look good. Yeah, we just stick one of these in here. Alright, there we go. That's done. I don't want to block any of this, so I'll just leave that as it over on that deck. And looking at this now, I don't really like the rabbit there much. Yeah, I think it looks a little bit better there with the rabbit, without the rabbit, but we could try putting in that that milk jug item that I had around the front originally. Alright, here it is, so we'll just have that there. Actually, no, maybe on the other side since we do have the garden hose right there. I'm gonna have that be all that I do in this part though, so here you can get a look at how the backyard is looking so far, and I'm sure it'll come together more once we actually get some more plants in and such, but I'll take care of that in the next part. Also, feel free to let me know what you think of what was done in this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!